Yes, it's time for another album ranking. Today we are ranking the Swedish multi-genre band Amaranthe. Amaranthe are one of my favourite bands and I fucking adore them. Today is the day where we finally rank them, and now before I rank them, pop your favourite Amaranthe albums down below. I want to see some comments. I want you to rank them. What albums do you prefer? Do you love them? Or do you hate him? So hold on to your asses, hold them up tight, hold your cheeks and get ready for another Jamie Horsley ranking. So coming last is none other than the brand new album which was released last year called Manifest. I really can't get into the album unfortunately, and the album lacks substance. And although the new vocalist Nils that replaced Jake, well, he is really good on this. He is really good, incorporates some great power metal vocals, and on the other hand, the other band members seem to be on autopilot. Yes, there are some good songs on the LP, and they do experiment quite a lot with a few new metal elements sprinkled throughout the album, but the production on Manifest seems so damn fucking lifeless. It does. And I don't know, the overall mixing, it just seems lifeless. And this is the only album that I don't fucking like by Amaranthe. Elise Ride sounds great as well on this, but it's just the overall mixing and the songwriting that lets this LP down. It's not a good album. I wouldn't recommend you to start off your Amaranthe experience. Next up is Maximalism. This album is very good, a step up from Manifest. Released in 2016, they decided to take a step towards the heavier influence of electronic elements. The electronic elements really created this really static cosmic atmosphere. The guitar tone sounds great and the drums are on point on this one. Elise sounds great as always with a soaring vocals, and there's some really enjoyable moments on this. Fury would be one of the most heaviest fucking songs by Amaranthe. This will be the last album with Jake on it. Now the harsh vocals are much clearer on this, with a lot of lead roles in songs. It's like the aggressive vocals really outshine Elise Ride on this. The choruses are firing at all cylinders, and overall it's a very enjoyable album. There's nothing much I can say. A lot of people would have this last, but I feel it's their second weakest. Next up is Massive Addictive, and it is a pretty good LP from start to finish with some great solos throughout the album. Some songs are belters such as Dynamite, and none other than a Marilyn Manson influential song, Drop Dead Cynical. Drop Dead Cynical. Some songs are great and some songs are just meh. Elise vocals are very good on this, but the harsh vocals can be slightly overpowering. A lot of electronic elements are used throughout this album with thunderous percussion. An enjoyable album from start to finish. Yes, this is a good album overall, but I just feel there are better Amaranthe albums. Speaking of a better Amaranthe album, next up is none other than the debut album, Amaranthe. The debut album and a solid project from start to finish. Surely there are songs that are hit or miss on this, but it's something that a lot of people hadn't heard anything like it before when the debut album was released. I don't think a band used metalcore, pop, and even dance and rave music to create such beautiful songs such as Amaranthe did in the debut album. And Amaranthe proved that they could. The band copped a bit of flack with the overall sound, and social media blew up with a brand new band that incorporated so many different sounds, but they persevered. Amaranthe persevered, creating a style, creating a very powerful album. Classic songs like Hunger, Serendipity, Director's Cut, and of course Amaranthe. Great soaring guitar solos and juicy riffs with harsh aggressive vocals to clean and angelic vocals. This album had it all with a mixture of power metal to metalcore to pop. This album is so damn good. It is definitely one of my favourite fucking albums by Amaranthe. The next two are hard to differentiate, my favorite, but coming second is none other than the Nexus. This is the sophomore album, and believe it or not, this was the album that made me get into the band. It was my first album I heard by them, and I heard nothing like them before, which automatically made me interested. A fantastic album from start to finish, with great guitar work and amazing vocal work by the three vocalists. The Nexus is a solid album with songs like Theory of Everything, Burn With Me, Invincible, and none other than the Nexus. The Nexus, the actual single from the Nexus, was the first Amaranthe song I experienced. Solos for days and intense electronic elements, creating this cosmic vibe as well, accompanied with crushing fucking breakdowns. Just a stellar Amaranthe album from start to finish. And finally, my favorite album by this band is none other than their later album, it's Helix. This was released in 2018, and boy oh boy, this LP was so surprising to me. Amazing work by Amaranthe. We saw the heaviest song with the likes of GG6. It's like a death metal aesthetic song, a bit of thrash as well, a fun and energetic song like 365, and an epic track, Unified. An incredible album from start to finish, with the production so mint, with so many surprises along the way. Great solos and riffs and vocals are on point. The harsh vocals are the best on this, and Lisa's Ride's best vocal performance in my opinion. I love this album. I love the music videos as well. This album is so damn fucking good. It's the most catchiest fucking album. It's the most memorable fucking album by Amaranthe. Helix is my #1 album by Amaranthe. So yeah, let me know in the comments below your ranking for Amaranthe. Do you agree or disagree with my opinion? Keep the discussion going in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.